U530 touchscreen laptop. Alright, let's get started. For early 2014, Lenovo introduces the all-new IdeaPad U530 touchscreen laptop. This new model includes the NVIDIA GeForce GT 730M and Windows 8.1 out of the box. Is this laptop worth your hard-earned bucks? Let's take a look. Let's start by breaking down the specs. This laptop features a 4th generation Intel Core i7-4500U. For the integrated graphics, we have an Intel HD 4400. For the dedicated graphics, we have an NVIDIA GeForce GT 730M. For the display, we have a 15.6-inch Full HD 10-point multi-touch touchscreen display with a resolution of 1920 by 1080. For the storage, we have a 2-in-1 drive featuring a 1TB 5400 RPM hard drive and a 16GB SSD for the cache, 8GB of RAM, and for the weight, it comes in at 5.07 pounds, and the retail price of this laptop is $899. Next up, let's test out the boot speed on this laptop. This laptop features a 1TB 5400 RPM hard drive and a 16GB SSD. And the results are in. This laptop booted up in about 18 seconds. Next, let's talk about the design and build quality. The design looks very slick. From the precision cutouts of the trackpad to the metal housing, this laptop looks stunning. My only issues on the build quality was the panel on top. The plastic design feels a tad flimsy. I just wish Lenovo went with a full metal design on this laptop. Speaking of build quality, let's test out the keyboard flex here. Let me go and put some pressure on the keyboard. The keyboard is just a tad flimsy as well. Next up, let's take a look at the ports here on the left side of the laptop. Here you got your Lenovo One Key recovery system, Ethernet port, HDMI output, USB 3.0 port, and a headset port. Alright, let's go and take a look at the right side of the laptop. Here you got your AC charging port, 2 USB 2.0 ports, and an SD card reader. Next up, let's test out the viewing angles on this 15.6-inch LED backlit touchscreen display. Alright, let's get started. Let me go and rotate to the left. Starting to fade now. The side viewing angles on this laptop was about average. Alright, let's go and rotate the laptop back to the center. Next up, we're going to test out the viewing angles by tilting the display all the way back. Alright, here we go. As you can see here, the viewing angles were not that good. Next up, let's test out the touchscreen performance on this 10-point multi-touch display. Let's go and go to the desktop. Let me go and launch Internet Explorer and go to the MSN website. Let's scroll all the way down. Pitch to zoom and multi-touch gestures have been working flawlessly on this laptop. Let's go and scroll down here and let's take a look at some cars. Let me go ahead and zoom in on the text. It's very smooth. Let's see how well this panel responds to some of my gestures. Looking good so far. Take a look at these cars for 2014. The display quality on this panel was about average. Colors look fairly accurate, and texts were crisp. However, occasionally some images would look washed out compared to my Dell XPS 15, which has the same resolution of 1920 by 1080. I know both of these laptops aren't on the same level, however, just for a quick comparison, let me go and zoom in and show you the difference. Let me get you a close-up shot of these panels. The Dell XPS 15 on the left looks more accurate and less washed out compared to the Lenovo. Let me show you a couple of images so you can see the difference. This one was the most noticeable one out of all of them. Next up, let's see how well the motion control works on the new Lenovo U530 laptop. Let me go and wave to the left. So far, pretty accurate. Let's go to the right side now. Very accurate as well. Overall, I've been highly impressed with the Lenovo motion control on this laptop. Next, let's talk about keyboard performance. This laptop features a standard full keyboard as well as a 10-key numeric keypad. Volume and brightness keys can be activated without hitting the function button. Typing on this keyboard took me a while to get adjusted. I just wish there was a little more key travel and more feedback from these keys. Let me go and show you what I'm talking about. Take a look at the key travel performance. I just wish Lenovo raised it slightly higher. Next, let's take a look at the backlit keyboard on the new U530. There's only one option, either on or off. Overall, the brightness levels from the keyboard were about average, not too bright and not too dim. Next, let's talk about trackpad performance. The trackpad was pretty good. 2-finger scrolling and multi-touch gestures were smooth. I just wish there was more feedback when clicking the button down. Other than that, this is a